Hello again. Welcome back to the Thin Brown Line Airsoft YouTube channel. I'm Mark, or Sherman, and I'm back with a gun review again, fun enough. This one is a Vietnam US period replica, which was just purchased by Alan, or Badger. Some of you may have heard or seen him on videos before. There is another thing I would like to go into a little bit later on. I will be doing a giveaway, but I'll tell you about that a bit more in a bit. So, first off, we've got the Cyma M14. I can't remember what actual name Cyma give it, but I'll put it around here somewhere. But this is the Cyma M14, just about fits on the screen somewhere. It's faux wood and metal, but everything that you see that is black is metal. Everything you see is wood is a decent polymer. It's a little bit creaky in places, but we're going to solve that between myself and Alan. But it feels nice anyway. So we are going to start from the rear and move ourselves forwards. So first off, it's got a shoulder brace, so when you shoulder it, it sits nice on your shoulder, and for the real one I believe it was designed so when you actually fired it didn't raise the barrel too much because it would dig into your shoulder, so it didn't cause issues. It also stops it from sliding, although both the shoulder plate itself is textured, it's metal, and so is the underside of it. The underside of it is also the battery compartment, and you probably just saw that. In the real one, again, I believe this would have held a cleaning kit, but as you can see, it's got a little trapdoor just here. You open that trapdoor, and I can get my fingers in it, and it exposes quite a large battery area. This is currently running on a Dean's, but it comes from the shop, online, whatever, with a mini Tamiya connection. This is batteried up and live, so I will show you a little bit later. Underside of the rear of the buttstock, you've got a fixed sling loop. This one doesn't move, but it is, again, metal, and it's quite well in there. You can hear the creaking. Don't like that bit, and it's only sort of this section here that does any creaking. But anyway, the wood grain effect that they've actually got on this is pretty good. It shows like almost wear around where the magazine is, and they've kept some imperfections in it, so it looks like the screw's been taken out a few times in there. You've got some decent wood grain in it. I mean, obviously this has picked up some scratches and whatnot, but just adds to realism, and it's a little bit lighter here. Obviously each one I think is slightly different, so look pretty funky. Now moving forwards on this side of the gun, there's not really any controls on this side of the gun. You've got the bolt hold open. Now this is my personal favourite part about this gun. Listen carefully. How satisfying does that sound? But yes, I'll be doing more of that in a bit. But the hold open, you pull the bolt back, push this hold open in, release the bolt, and it stays open. And then again, all you do to release the bolt is pull back on the lever, and then it slams forwards. And that is all metal. Just sounds so nice. Again, like I say, on this side of the gun, there's pretty much nothing else. You've just got a adjustable sling loop there. I say it's adjustable, you know, you can do that with it. It's just held on by 2 screws through this into a. It's basically got a lower barrel underneath the outer barrel, and that's what this is sort of screwed to. Going forward a bit more, you've got, this doesn't adjust, but you've got the adjustable gas port. Doesn't do a great deal. I do believe it was a gas port, but yeah, doesn't do a great deal. And then moving forward a bit more, you've got the bayonet lug, which you probably put a bayonet on it if you really wanted to. A removable flash hider, which I've not figured out how to remove yet. But that is it on that side of the gun. Obviously, well, the flash hider and the gas is all one side. It is basically well, the trigger and the safety and the mag release are ambidextrous because they're all located bang on centre of the gun. Obviously, you've got your trigger. Now, this is live, so it will fire. You've got your safety, which is this bit here. That's it, safe. And then you've got your mag release there. In fact, actually, I've got a magazine here. It has got some in it, but it's not wound up, so I don't mind putting it in. And it's kind of put it in front end first, and then rock back, and it's in. And then you could, no, you can't really put it in there. What it is, there is a slight lug. I will take some close-up pictures of this again, but there's a slight lug just on the inside of the mag well there, which the magazine slots into, and then locks back. It's actually got, Alan actually got a really good deal. I'm not going to tell you how much he paid because you'll all be jealous, but he ended up with 4 high caps and 3 mid caps with this. So we got a pretty good deal with it. The hop up on this is quite easy to get to. I've not actually tried getting to it with a mag in, but you can. There you go. Again, I'll take a closer picture of this with the mag in as well, but the hop is just inside the mag well, to the forward of the mag well, and you can obviously adjust it left or right with that. Set the mag back out. On the rear of the upper receiver, you've got, and I'm going to see how close I can get this, you've got iron sights which are adjustable for elevation, and the opposite one, don't know how much you can see that moving across, there you go, for winded as well. Got quite a bit of movement in it, so stick it there. Now I will be adding another bit onto this because it came with it, but on the front you've got a winged front sight post. It's just a blade sight post with a pair of wings on it, which is adjustable, but this one's a bit more of a pig to adjust than the rear, because you've actually got to, and again I don't know how well you're going to see this with it being black, but you've got just here, you've got a little Allen key grub screw, and to the rear of it you've got an Allen key grub screw as well to move it up, down, left and right. So you'd have to actually undo both of those to move the sight around, but it's bang on centre anyway, so I don't see why you would bother. Going back to the bolt area, which I personally love, it's amazing. You've actually got on the, as you'd look at it on the right hand side of the gun, you've got your selector, which is, there we go, semi, and then you twist it, there we go, that's full. So this bit here, down in that position as it is, it's got like a little flick on it. May you see it there? There we go. That flick there, if that's to the top, that's on full auto, and then you turn it anti-clockwise, yes, anti-clockwise till it clicks, and you're back on semi. It's got quite a decent click to it actually. If you listen, decent click, decent click. Put that back on safe. And obviously my main attraction, my personal favourite bit, is this nice bolt, which is all metal, and if you look just in there, as if it was a real one, I know I keep saying this, but the real one, all this bolt mechanism, this actually twists as it pulls back to obviously release the lugs on the bolt. So as you pull this back, you'll see this metal plate move, and then move back, as if it was actually cycling a real bolt. It does nothing, it just literally just moves back and does that and makes it sound pretty cool. I like it. Now, the other bit that this actually came with, some of you will be looking at it going, oh, but how can I attach another sight to it? That's where this bit that I'm putting on now goes to. Comes in, rather. It is a proper, well, not a real one, but obviously it's a Replica M14 Mount. These two unscrew and drop it out, but then you've got a Picatinny rail on top, so you can pop scope, red dot, L-can, whatever you want on top, so you can actually see rather than just using the iron sights. Although it's pretty accurate even with just the iron sights. In fact, how I was using it when I was mucking about with it is just aiming down this here centre trench on the Picatinny rail, and it's pretty well lined up with that front side, so it's pretty good. The mags that come with it are metal as well, so it's actually got quite a good bit of weight to it. With the mag in, I mean, this mag's got a few BBs in it, but nothing major. It weighs, I'll have to look it up and I'll put it up here properly, but I would say it weighs about 3 kilo, 4 kilo maybe, which is about 5 pounds. No, it's not. It's about 6 or 7 or 8 pounds in US money. Yeah, out of the box, it comes with a 570mm inner barrel. That is a 6.08, and even with that really wide bore barrel, compared to a lot of other guns, it's actually really accurate. It slings plastic quite happily, and with the stock hop in it and that stock barrel, it was hopping 0.28s at the weekend, ranging out easily to DMR range and almost a sort of sniper range, and this is full auto. Not chronoed it yet, but Alan will be doing that at the weekend when he collects it back off me. Yes, he's only given it to me so I can play with it and review it for you lot. I love that. These retail for around about £150, depending on where you go. They come in, from what I've seen, this faux wood, all black, so they look more like the SOCOM style one. And they come in a olive drab, which looks alright. I mean, if you're going to spray it olivey drab, sort of like camo style colours, you might as well buy the olive drab one and just add your own browns and blacks to it, rather than starting with something like this or starting with the black one and having to mask off shed loads to get the green in there. But yeah, I mean, my impressions on this rifle is, yeah, I would like to own one quite happily. I would buy one. But I'm going to have to save up. But yeah, it is a really nice rifle. I would say it, for some of the younger players, it might be a bit weighty, because it's obviously it's fairly front end heavy, because you've got your gearbox and everything back here, and then you've got all this metal work, all this, and your flash hider all to the front. So it is quite front end heavy. In fact, that's actually the reason why the guy who sold it to Alan sold it to him, because he's got nerve damage and he's now starting to struggle with a front end heavy gun. Better, seen properly. Yeah, quite like it. I've got another one of his, a period World War II era gun to review fairly soon. Again, it's an American World War II era gun, but it's quite a popular gun as well, and he got that. Again, it was a breakage yard buy. Turns out there's bugger all wrong with it, but I'll tell you about that in another video. So, thoughts, feelings on the M14? I personally love it. It's very nice. Again, like I say, I would own one. The only thing that lets it down is it says made in China on the trigger guard, but that's literally the only other marking on it. There are no, that I've seen, there are no markings, brands, anything like that anywhere on it, so it actually does look more like a real one. Actually, no, I lie, I'm sorry. There are markings on it, but only a couple. On the this here adjuster here, it's got up and down on it, or is that left and right? No, it's got left and right on it and an arrow, so when you twist it, it tells you which way you're going. And on the rear, just about you can see, I'll take some close-up pictures, on the rear of the rear sight, there is some lines to show you where the centre is and everything, but that is all the markings on it. There are no other markings. It's actually a naked gun. Anyway, that is Alan's Cyma, or Cyma, wherever you're from in the world, however you prefer to call it, M14. So, pretty. Right, on to the other thing I wanted to talk to you about when I don't speak English. Because of you lot, thank you very much. Today, this is Wednesday, I today hit 250 subscribers. That means one of you horrible lot is actually going to get some Thin Brown Line branded goodies. I'm going to do a giveaway. So I'm going to run it for about a week to give you all a chance to view the video and enter. Naturally, you've got to be subscribed to the channel, funnily enough. All you need to do is be subscribed to the channel. And I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do this, but if you comment on here and pick a number between 1 and 250 down in the comments, I'll do my best to keep track, and if somebody picks the same number again, I'll let them know and you'll have to repick. And then in a week's time, so Wednesday, Thursday of next week, I will do a semi-live random number generator on Facebook, on the Thin Brown Line Facebook page, to pick the winner. And then whoever wins, I'll have to contact via Facebook or email or whatever, get your address, and you'll get some Thin Brown Line branded goodies. I'm not telling you what you're going to get. There are a couple of you who are subscribed who actually know, but that's because I know you in real life and I'm chatting to you on a regular basis. But yeah, so to enter again, like I say, you've got to be subscribed. Pick a number between 1 and 250 in the comments below, or indeed, if you're already a member of the Thin Brown Line Facebook page, it might be easier for us to do it all over there. Whatever works out better, I'll just transfer them across if needs be. I'll make a post on the Thin Brown Line Facebook page, so you can pick your number in there as well if needs be, and then all I'll do is stick it in a random number generator, pick one of you lots at random, and we'll send you some goodies. Okay, so for now, that is pretty much it. Good luck. Thank you very much, all of you who have subscribed. If you've not subscribed, click subscribe and the bell for notifications of when I upload. I will tell you, I no longer upload definitely between Sunday and Tuesday, as my extracurricular life has got a bit busier, so there'll still be an upload every week unless the kids are off, and then there may not be a upload because having my children at home and trying to film and upload is very difficult. So I'll still be uploading once a week every single week. Yeah, like, share, enjoy. Thank you very much. See you in the next